Cummings and Johnny Allen combining with the favourite, number 1, Trekking.
Yeah, the obvious query is how he's going to handle the quick backup coming out of a brutally run Everest last time out. But he has backed up once before after winning the Scalacci Stakes and ran third in last year's Everest. I know it wasn't as high a pressure contest, but he brings the strongest recent form, and if he handles the backup, I think he's the one to beat.
And 9 of his 10 career wins have been on good surfaces. Jane, how's Trekking?
Well, he looks fantastic. He's not showing any of those signs you'd be looking for a horse that wasn't handling being back at the races. He's the right type, he's got the right attitude, and he certainly, as I said, has not taken a step backwards.
Here's the 2017 winner. Can he turn back the clock at 7 years of age? I think he's in good form. Hey, Doc.
Yeah, he's been set for this race. He looks ready to peak third up from a spell. He found 1,002 sharp in the Moya first up and then was out sprinted second up, but I thought ran really well given the race shape. He gets to 1,200 on his favourite track. He can potentially settle outside the lead. And, if Pippi's vulnerable late, he could be the first one putting pressure on her. I think he's one of the better chances. I actually think he's over the odds at double figures.
He's had a little bit of weight to trim off him in his last couple of starts. He was quite big in condition when he stepped out in the Moya, but he's done that and he's improved with each run, this preparation. Look, his ears are forward, he's bright, he's focused, he looks well.
Here's Special K, Kementari, the Ramwick Guineas winner. We know the story. He went to stud. In the end, he failed at stud and he goes back into work, gelded. Craig Williams won the race last year with Love and Gabby, and they've put the blinkers on him tonight.
They have indeed. He loomed up at Flemington first up where he was well back. There was plenty of market support. Looked like he was going to give the race a big shake. I think maybe just peaked on his run late given he was first up in a high pressure contest. He should take plenty of improvement out of that run. Craig Williams goes on, the blinkers go on. We know he has the talent on his day. He was really huge in this race 2 years ago. I do think he's over the odds at $17.
Yeah, he looks like he's improved. He's certainly brightened up in the coat, which I thought he needed to when he stepped out at Flemington. Moving well in the yard and nice and relaxed with the blinkers on.
Kieran McEvoy back down into Victoria. He's won this race on 2 occasions. Dan Lee and Sepoy. He teams up with Mark Noonan with a Sydney sprinter, Splintex.
Yeah, he equalled his career peak rating last start at Caulfield to get within a length of Dirty Work. He can make his own luck on the speed. My knock is both of his best performances have been settling in the first couple, and there's just so much speed drawn inside and outside of him from the likes of Pippi, Haydock and Ballavella. I also think he would have liked monsoon-like conditions tonight and the track being, down to a very soft or heavy ground.
Yeah, he certainly can handle the cutout in the ground. 5s are scratching. Wouldn't this be a story if another entire son of written tycoon's able to win a Group 1? It's Dirty Work.
Yeah, racing in career best form this preparation and probably wasn't entitled to win from how far back he settled last start, where he ran home in the fastest last 800, 600 and 400 metre sectionals of the meeting to win. He's been targeted towards the race by a stable that know how to peak their horses on grand final day. I think the firm ground's in his favour too.
Well, he's just got a brilliant manner for an end tire. He does everything right in the mounting yard. As you can see, he's on a nice, loose, long rein. He's really casual, and to go along with that, he's incredibly athletic, he's fit, and he's absolutely glowing in the coat. So it's a great report from me for him in the yard.
Here's the 2019 Blue Diamond winner. She hasn't won a race since she's run some slashing races, including in Group 1s. Her name is Lyre.
Yeah, had no luck at Caulfield last start, where she looked unlucky not to win. This is tougher, but at her best, she was the run of the race behind Ballavella and a Sangster. She was third behind Trekking and Geitra and a Goodwood. If everything worked out for her, we know she's got plenty of talent.
Look, outside of Dirty Work, or her and Dirty Work have just got exceptional coats on them. She is absolutely glowing as she wanders around the yard. I thought she's paraded well all preparation, and she continues to front up in superb order. And I probably said it before, but if she runs up to her looks, she's right in this.
Then we move to horse number 8, which is Pippi, the mare by Written Tycoon, the Moya winner. Can the sustained speed go all the way through to 1,200?
Well, that's the big question. She went fast and she kept running first up to win the Moya Stakes. She has the speed to lead this field. I think she looks the leader. It's been a good scenario tonight. My query is the end of 1,200 metres at this level, particularly given the amount of pressure on paper, and also just whether she saves her very best form for first up. They're the queries given the price, but it's not going to be any surprise to see her win.
Look, as I said prior to the Moya, she's really strengthened into a powerful sprinter. She's a mature mare. She's tightened up a little bit since that Moya parade. I know she's had a bit of time between runs, but she's certainly done a little bit of work on the track since then. Looks brilliant in the coat as well, and she's so relaxed in the yard for a horse that has so much speed out of the barrier like she does. I think it's because she does a very good job of conserving that energy.
Here's Bella Vella. She's a flying machine as well. She was third in the Moya. Can Jamie Carr become the first female rider to ever win a Manikato?
Well, this horse wasn't in the best part of the track in the Moya Stakes last time out, and she was a Group 1 winner at 1,200 metres last preparation in the Sangster. My knock is that day she controlled a moderate speed by Group 1 standard, and with the likes of Pippi, Haydock and Splintex in the race, I've got serious reservations whether it will be a moderate speed here at 1,200 and whether that might just find her out late.
Tens are scratching, and then the mare by Star Spangled Banner in Brooklyn Hustle. Well, she got the dry track she was looking for. It's a big bonus.
It sure is, Richo. She produced a new career peak performance, running home hard to just miss third in the Moya Stakes. If she can improve again off that run, stepping up to 1,200, then she's right in the winning conversation. My slight reservation with her is whether she's at her best over 1,000 metres. Previous couple of times she's been at 1,200, she has just peaked on her run late, but she might just be a better horse this preparation.
I think this has been the target, and the team have done a really good job of getting her to at her best for her target. So this is the best parade she's produced this campaign. She looks great.
All right, they are the runners. Fantastic field. There's a field of 9 runners. 6 of them are already Group 1 winners. Who wins the 2020 Manikato Stakes, Ben? You're going with the fave trekking.
Going with a class horse. It's just a question of whether he handles the backup. He may not, but if he does, I think the dry ground's in his favour. He brings the strongest form. I thought he was the Manikato Stakes winner after he ran so well in the Moya first up. Little did we know then he was heading for the Everest. He comes here on the backup, and he looks perfectly suited third up at 1,200 metres if that Everest run hasn't flattened him. Dirty work. He was very, very good in the Scalacci. He's flying this preparations run well behind the likes of Guitra and the Everest winner Classique Legend, and then won from an almost impossible position last time out. Haydock has been set for this race, loves the Valley 1,200. I think he's over the odds at double figures. And Kementari, I think he can run a big race. He's worth including in your multiples. He's another one that I think's over the odds for those playing the race that way. But great edition of the Manikato, and going with trekking on top.
Well, fair to say, when you're looking at horses in Group 1 races, they're all at their peak. It makes it really difficult. There were 2 horses that I thought stood out in this parade, and they were Dirty Work and Liar, both at their peak, both look outstanding, both have great coats on them. So very little between them, and a really difficult decision to make. To be fair, Dirty Work's probably not as unlucky as Liar, but I've decided to go with Liar on top. So she's my pick of the yard, very narrowly ahead of Dirty Work. Pippi, outstanding again. And Haydock, the other one that has really improved coming into this. So, look, I had 4 written down, and it's taken a little while to narrow them down. But Liar ahead of Dirty Work, but I also liked Haydock and Pippi.
Well, he's been rock solid all the way through, and he dominates the turnover, trekking your favourite at $3.50. So that's where the money is. The liability on the books is Bella Vella. That's the biggest payout. So if she happens to win, we lose at Sportsbet. Pippi, she's shifted into $4.80. Dirty Works rock solid at that $6 now. Hold the phone. Our market money mover for the Manikato, and I'm going to give it to you now, is number 7, Liar. $11 into $9.50, holding at 10. And Jane's pick of the yard, 7, the market money mover, trekking, rock solid, your favourite at $3.50. Get your bets on. Good luck in the Manikato.
The Manikato Stakes. Brooklyn Hustle gets her opportunity, Jason Warren. Mate, you got the dry track. Everything looks perfect for you.
Yeah, I was a bit worried about BZ's weather forecast for the week, but lucky it didn't come, and he was wrong again. So we'll dig it into BZ. But look, we've got a dry track tonight, and she'll get a chance.
She was huge in the Moya. I mean, any sort of luck, and maybe another 20 metres, and she goes awfully close to winning.
Absolutely. We just need the field to break up tonight. Like the way the track's racing, it's quite leaderish, so horses like her that get back in the run are going to need a lot of luck, and she never really lets us enjoy a race. Which watching it, she's always back in the ruck and needing luck. So I don't envisage tonight's being any different, but if the luck comes, she'll be there.
And Mark knows that. He's just got to ride for luck. You give him that sort of get-out-of-jail-free card, if you like, and say, mate, we understand it could be unlucky.
Absolutely, and that's part of a race pattern, unfortunately, but it's probably what makes her so brilliant late, and she's got such a big finish ridden that way, and we have tried to ride her a bit closer in the past, and she's not quite as dynamic, so she'll be just ridden where she's comfortable. Mark will make the right decisions, and we'll just be positive about tonight.
Delicious is the first word that come to mind when I saw your jacket.
Yeah, I pinched it off Wayne Hawkes, so I thought I needed something else to wear over the shirt tonight, so yeah, I called in at Wayne's and grabbed it out of his cupboard.
You must have taken it in, mate. It looks a treat. Good luck.
Cheers.
Yeah, well, Brooklyn Hustle, she's just eased slightly from $9.50 to $11, but I think the fact the rain hasn't come looks a big, big plus for her. Speed map-wise, has been much discussed. Pippi looks as the leader, but there is plenty of pressure from out wider from the likes of Haydock. Also, Splintex, Bella Vella. It's going to be hot early here, Matty. Best back runner late. Pippi's just holding her price at $4.80. Dirty Work's coming for some support, $6.50 to $5.50. That doesn't surprise. Trekking's eased, $3.40 out to $3.60.
And just a little nibble for Haydock as well, 11 back into $9.50. But Dirty Work definitely the best back late. Rich, as we head back to you, I think they'll be running pretty quick time here in the Group 1 Manikato.
No doubt. It's going to be a ripper, isn't it? We know where the speed will be. It'll be Pippi. Can Splintex go with her? We know that the sustained speed that she has, she'll bounce out and give them something to catch, and she goes forward as we join Terry Bailey to call the action, the Ladbrokes Manikato Stakes.
And after one of the great icons of Australian racing in the 70s and very early 80s, whose grave is at this track, the great Manikato. Pippi in the machine. She looked magnificent going to the gate. Here comes Liar. James McDonald making the trip with Kieran McEvoy from Sydney to ride in this race. Kieran on Splintex. Here's Kimantari being led up. Second up with the blinkers on. Ready and primed from the Cummings barn. Haydock, the winner of this race in 2017, win $21. Tonight he's a $10 hope. And Bella Vella, the surprise packet of the last 12 months, moves up and they're set for the running of the Manikato Stakes. The Ladbrokes Manikato Group 1. All set. Go there racing. Slow to go, Kimantari. Pippi fairly out. She'll drive up and join Haydock. And Bella Vella with Razzle Dazzle wide out makes a line of 3 and looks for the front. Splintex fourth, 2 away, trekking in a good spot from Dirty Work, Liar, Brooklyn Hustle, Kimantari. Pippi's got superior speed. She hummed up on the fence to join Bella Vella. 2 lengths away, Haydock, Splintex wide, Dirty Work getting up on the fence. Then came Trekking. The Godolphin horses are all in a clump behind those. Liar on the fence, Kimantari, Brooklyn Hustle. She leads the way, Pippi, looking for the big double. The Moya, the Manikato. She's 3/4 Bella Vella. They've got 500 to run. Dirty Work for the Wizard from the west getting up on the fence. Outside of it is Haydock, Splintex under pressure. Trekking's travelling, but he's in traffic on the fence. Then is Kimantari, Brooklyn Hustle, and Liar, a forlorn hope as they turn. Kimantari can't get to the inside to make up ground. They swing. Pippi, the front runner. Dirty Work's about to grab it with Haydock. Here comes Trekking down the outside. Haydock's hit the front. Dirty Work's after him, and Trekking is flooding home on the outside. Haydock in front. He's going to turn back the hands of time. He wandered out under pressure. Won the Manikato for the second time. Second, either Trekking or back to the inside, Dirty Work. And then Brooklyn Hustle. Kimantari made ground the fence from Liar. Splintex and Pippi dropped out. Bella Vella last in. Tony McEvoy, a great training effort. What a horse he is. Haydock, Trekking looked a big chance of running him down. They were flying in front. And Haydock has been able to come out again and cause a surprise. And for the second time, look at the time. 1:08.76. Wow, this track is on fire tonight. They have run a blistering time. And that time of 1:08.76 has taken 100th of a second off the track record. Second will go to Trekking. He tried his heart out. He couldn't get there. With Dirty Work back to the fence, Brooklyn Hustle will be fourth. But hey, Doc, for Luke Currie, what a champion at the Valley he is. This is his track. This is where he rises to the occasion. He had injuries after he was lame a couple of campaigns ago. But Tony McEvoy and the McEvoy yard have been able to rejuvenate this horse, especially set for the race. He's a gross animal. He's had a couple of runs back this time in. They've all been good. And tonight with the speed, he was able to drop in behind from his gate. You can see the emotion and how much this means to the connections of these runners. Trekking in the blue jacket, tried hard. Couldn't get there. 3/4 a short neck. Brooklyn Hustle has done best of the girls, finishing back in 4th position. Calvin McEvoy is downstairs and Richo's with him.
Well, Calvin McEvoy posing for a photo at the moment with a trophy that the stables won again with this boy, and he's done it 3 years apart. You must be so proud of him.
Yeah, Richo, bloody emotional. What a great old horse. He's just been a pin-up horse for our stable. It was Dad's first Group 1 winner as the McEvoy Mitchell Racing brand, and he was my first Group 1 winner in partnership with him. And for Luke to have a bit of a scare on Wednesday and come out and do that, and Camille, his regular rider, unfortunately had a tumble off a young one yesterday, and just a big team effort, and just so thrilled.
All I heard is tears as soon as he hit the line. It was from Camille. Why is this horse so special to her?
Well, look, she's been riding him every day that he's been in work for the last few years, and look, it's just very special. And when I went up to her when she was on the ground, she looked to be in a lot of pain, and she goes, "I'm not crying because of the pain, I'm crying because I can't lead up, Doc." She's so we're all thinking of Camille. She's here tonight, thankfully, and yeah, just amazing. What a horse.
Oh, he's incredible. And this was the target all along. You were pleased coming into the race?
Yeah, look, Richo, we have targeted this. He needed those couple of runs. He's an older, bigger horse now, and even Tuesday morning we brought him here and gave him a good bit of work, and he's a bit casual on his own. He had a bit of a puff, but we knew we'd clean him up perfectly, and it's been a target from a long way out, and just unbelievable to pull it off.
I mean, it's so important for you guys. I mean, you are living and breathing it. I'd just love to see, I mean, he's got a great bunch of owners. I'd love to see them all here getting to enjoy it because they love him as much as you do.
They do, and I wish they were here, but look, they've been patient throughout his whole career. He's had a couple of setbacks, and, you know, when he came back and won the Winterbottom off injury, that was a special moment. But for him to win, you know, this is his 4th Group 1 now, and there's not many horses that win 4, and it's a very special moment.
Oh, it's incredible, mate. You go and enjoy that. I know Luke's keen to catch up with you, mate, and a big cheerio to Dad too. Well done.
Well done, Dad.
Oh, great stuff. The McEvoys win, and hey, Doc, Benny just turns